Hey everyone, welcome back to another daily recap. I'm gonna recap my two trades I took today. Pretty good day, solid day. My in terms of my system's performance right now is nothing's meeting my criteria, so I literally am not taking trades with my system. So I've just been trading with discretion, practicing my discretionary trading. It's been going like really well actually. And I think it's time I size up on my discretionary trades because I have been using like smaller size than what I risk on my system. But I'm getting pretty good confidence with my discretionary trading because I do have a good amount of screen time. So I think it's okay if I risk, 1 hour on these discretionary trades, especially when things like this happen where um, I could have made a lot more money. I could have made actual R's on this trade, but instead I was risking a very small amount. So INDO, I was coming into this pre-market. I was watching it. I knew it was going to give opportunity because it was being pumped. So automatically, when I know something's being pumped hardcore, I have it on my watch, and it's basically the thing that determines whether you nail it or not is the timing of the entry. So I was just thinking in my head, where am I going to be looking for an entry on this? So after it had this massive trap and pushed over pre-market high, I knew this was kind of like the line in the sand right here. And so it kind of had like a micro shelf over this line. So it was almost a clear out over pre-market high. And it was on the same levels that it was yesterday where it couldn't break out over. So my plan on this was I basically took short pretty right away. It was pushing up here and it was stalling, so I went short. It of course went higher. My stop was 860 on this, and this was just a starter, by the way, so that was fine if it kept going. So it literally, I didn't have any emotions on this, so I shorted into the stalling action. I actually think the stock went up and then started stuffing down, and that's when I slammed in. Again, just started size. And then I thought as it was soaking down here, like you could see the wick came all the way down here. So I thought as it's soaking up, I was expecting it to rip over high a day and have a clear out over here. So I stopped out, planning to reattack higher, but that was just a trap in itself. Trap more longs, stopped shorts out, including me. I know some other good traders that stopped out where I did. So I mean, it is what it is. But what I did good was I reattacked after I realized, okay, that was just a short trap, or a long trap, and then a short stop hunt. So once I knew that, I saw the weakness. I went short, especially after these volume candles. You can see like they were exiting massive liquidity there, and so I got start short here. Still a starter, but I didn't look for an ad just because at this point I was scared like, is it gonna reclaim higher? Do I want to size in here? I think what I should have done was size in, have a tighter stop, maybe like over here. So I still could have got bigger size than what I was. I wasn't risking 1R on this, even though I had a wide stop. So I could have still had a stop here and added a lot more size and still got like 1 to 1, maybe 1.5 to 1 risk reward on this trade. Instead, I got literally 0.01R because I was sized so small. I was a little hesitant coming into this pre-market because it wasn't as niche. But I do want to get better at shorting pumps. So overall, this is a good trade. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. A lot of traders did a lot better than me, of course. They used size. They didn't get faked out here. They sized in on this bounce and then got the actual like downturn. A lot of people were holding it for a bigger fade. It didn't do that, sadly. I don't know. Hopefully the market gets better for faders, but it was a solid opportunity with good range, and I nailed it. I did pretty good on it. So STRN, this was the actual big trade because I actually risked 1R on this trade because it was a little more like I'm used to this. I've seen this before. I'm comfortable versus that other one. So coming into this, this did not fit my ADF system pre-market, so I did not short it. And then I was watching for the big trap. So you could see down here, it's shorts are comfortable. we're at market open, and boom, we start trapping people. You can see this like blow off top candle right here with the volume. That was my indication that like, okay, shorts just got blown out. I'm gonna look for an entry. And I thought it was about to try to reclaim here, and then it stuffed, so I slammed in. I slammed in, I think it was 0.3 hour risk, and I need to size up again, but that was just my starter. I think I was gonna plan on adding to winners, but it's kind of hard when the wick's kind of far, because I do like to risk off of that confirmation. And then this kind of kept trapping. Sorry for the background noise. Sorry for the background noise. So that started trapping more because I thought it was done at this point, because it just blew out. You know, it tried to bounce and then it just failed. So I thought it was done. So it bounced, and then I was gonna give it one more chance to break down after this failed breakout attempt, but it just didn't. And you can see this downward stuff move. They totally soaked this up. So I just got out, assuming they're gonna rip it over high day again. And that's exactly what they did. They ripped it over high day again. So once they did this, they ripped it. It started confirming down. I got a starter on, and then it tried breaking out again, and then it failed. So I got a lot more size on. I was like, I think over 50% here. And then I realized, oh, I'm not risking 1R yet, but this is confirmed. I'm going to go full size. Boom, I go full size here. Once I see the bids dropping, they did try to trap it one more time, and they got a lot of liquidity out on that. And my stop was 195, just a little bit above high day. And I mean, this was clean. So my cover targets on this one were, let's do this. The J lines were the cover targets on this one. So you can see they respected them all day. What I did wrong was I moved my price target down, actually. So originally I had a price target about right here and about right here. So these actually, yeah. These were my price targets right here. So I had orders out here, but once we consolidated, at this point in time, I was at school. So if I was watching this, I would have covered out down here because it got close enough to my price target. But while I was at school, you know, I was like, if it breaks the support, it's probably going to have a bigger move down. So I don't want to cover right below the support. So I ended up moving my orders down. But that caused me to miss my second price target. And I'm not mad about it because I think this thing should have faded more too. It just didn't, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I got off half here at the J lines. These are good fade targets, as well as the 200 EMA, the 5 minute. That's more of an aggressive, and that was kind of like my second price target at this point. But like I said, we never got it. I tried to break down multiple times. In hindsight, and according to my ADF system, I need to be covering at 15, or sorry, at 3 o'clock, because statistically, it's just gonna be a better exit than like up here at 4 o'clock. But I decided to hold an extra hour because the market sentiment for these low price stocks has been sideways, sideways, sideways. Then in the last 10 minutes, tank. That's been kind of the sentiment the last 2 weeks, but I mean, it didn't work out here, so it is what it is. I'm still up 1R on this trade, which is pretty good. If I got my covers, it would have been 2R, but it is what it is. I'm gonna look more tomorrow. Try to focus on getting better exits. I don't know if I did anything wrong here. I mean, I went for my thesis and I stuck to it. I didn't change it. I didn't deviate from my original plan. I stuck with the price target all day. So I think it was pretty good. And I really like how I scaled. Sorry for that. So I really like how I shorted here because I saw confirmation, and I got out because I saw soaking. I really like this, and I really like how I had starter size, had a little more confirmation I added, and then I added full size once I got the major confirmation. So I really like my entries here. My exit is solid, very solid. If it faded, my second price target would have been even solider, if that's a word. But yeah, overall, great trade. Ever since I started discretionary trading the beginning of this week, I've been a lot more profitable this month. My ADF system has kind of been just bleeding just because I've missed a couple of green trades, and the sample size is super low because we're not getting big gappers. So I'm praying for better gappers in the future so I can actually see my ADF system give me my money that I deserve, because I have spent a lot of time back testing it. Um, you know, I've spent a lot of time on it, and it's very refined, and I'm just super excited to execute it because I know it's going to perform pretty well once I get a bigger sample size. But yeah, overall, those are my thoughts. I'm excited to see the next couple weeks on how I discretionary trade. Um, I think I think with a system, it's hard to trade in a slow market because your criteria is not being met. But I still see opportunity, even though my criteria is not met. I see opportunity to trade, and so that's why the discretionary trading has been coming into my trading more often. And we'll see if it's a good thing or not. I have the stats. I'm gonna see if I'm making money discretionary, then keep it going, size up. I'm gonna start risking 1 hour more on these. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.